On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Panthers hit 4-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On play action, Young. And this will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young now from the 50. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hekker. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41.
At their own 41-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
from the 46. Here's the 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
79 Broncos, ready?
Young. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Young. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And shutting him off, now open field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chase Edmonds, 54 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eluding the pressure right. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Young now. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's go.
Young to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot foot it for a first down.
Throwing, Young.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield.
An ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Young working out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach His offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
This is 2nd and 8. A quick throw caught by Godwin.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 3. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Panthers 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Set. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Mayfield now. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Up, up. Set. What's that?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Young. Going up top. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards per 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They go play action. Mayfield. That one out wide and enters. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic.
Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football Craddock one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Xavier Legette,
30 yards.
And the Panthers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And Xavier Woods with a pick. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw, Young. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now a 2nd and 2. Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here is Young.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Young.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw, Young. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now the rookie's free. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Panthers 13. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no return here for Sanders.
Sanders on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Back to it after the pick 6. Young got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time now. But it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Mayfield.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Leary. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Leary now going to look to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds.
Evades him at the 20. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running the toss to Irving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Another carry now for Edmonds.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
55 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
On third down, they run with Edmonds.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going